Hello and welcome to a chip off the old block toys. It's Jeff and Greg here, and we are working on the Ultimate Collector Series Jabba Sail Barge. And this is Lego set 75397, and it has 3,942 pieces and a bunch of minifigures. Anyway, we are going to finish this tonight, hopefully. I did make a mistake. I said 6 bags left. There are actually 9 bags left, but the extra bags that I didn't see are small. So I'm thinking if we just go a little bit longer, we'll get it done the same. So let me switch cameras here. Oh, no, not that, not that.
Best Buy is not playing around with Lego.
Oh, I thought they carried Lego.
Yeah. When I went to Best Buy about a week ago, I saw 2 UCS Venators on the shelves.
Oh, dang. That's actually, I like the Venator. I took mine apart. I need to put it back together. But this is what we've gotten done so far. And this is bag 1 through 28. So I'm going to set this aside. The main thing that we have left is simply just this part right here that goes on top of here. And we've got there's like little tail fin things that go on each side, and then the big giant sails on top. But that's what we got left. So let me set this aside and start building. I have several things to tell you guys, but let's start off with Greg. How was your day?
Oh, it's fine. Went to work, got some Tex-Mex, and went to Kroger, and I went home.
Okay. Well, I used to work at Kroger's years and years ago. I don't know if I ever told you that. I used to work on their overnight stocking crew, and when I worked there, the store was remaining open during remodel. But some of the guys I worked with, oh my gosh, they used to do some crazy things. They used to stick the lobsters out of the tank on the floor and do lobster races.
You remember Walmart used to have lobsters?
Yeah, they used to. What happened?
And McDonald's.
Yeah, they used to have McDonald's. Now it's mostly Subways and occasionally a Domino's. So, as far as my day, I've been changing my schedule up. I sleep later now because when I start at the IRS, I'm going to be working until 12:30 at night, and then I have my hour commute home, a little over an hour. And so I don't want to be tired on the job. So I'm trying to acclimate myself to that new schedule. I used to go to bed at like 9:30, 10:30, but now I'm going to bed about 2:30, so I get up much later, which is kind of stressing me out because when I wake up, I just feel like I'm behind on everything, even though I'm really not.
Is your neighbors going to watch Enzo and the cats?
No, I'm just going to stick him outside while I'm gone to work. He'll survive. He may not like it, but he'll survive. So that kind of makes things crazy. Getting up that late. And John, I've considered getting an electric car, but I would have to. I called a electrician, and it's like $3,500 to have one of those charging ports put in my garage. The good news is my electric panel has the room, and my house is. Ironically, my house is 300 amps. And you might think that that's a lot, but that's because my house has 2 electric boxes coming off the pole, one for the shop, one for the house. And the house is 200 amps. The shop is 100 amps. So I definitely have the room to do it. It's just electric cars are expensive to begin with. And then on top of that, I'd have the expense of having to have a charging port put in my house. So we'll see. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying at this time, I need to I need to start making money first before I can start talking and spending money. But yeah, I've been getting up later. Sunday was the family dinner, and some unfortunate things happened at the Sunday dinner to the point that I'm really not sure that I want to keep going to these anymore. One of my sisters, or I should say one of my family members, it wasn't necessarily my sister that started it, but someone started talking some crap about one of my other sisters and me, and they didn't realize that I was within earshot. And so I went in there, and they awkwardly stopped their conversation, but I already heard it. So, and the things that they were complaining about were pretty dang silly. But I just didn't appreciate it because I'm the kind of person, if I got a problem with you, you're going to know, because I'll just tell you. And either we remain friends and work it out, or we don't. I don't care. I'm not trying to influence the outcome. So that was very frustrating for me to deal with grown adults being children. But we'll see. I'm not saying I'm not going to go anymore, but maybe I'll skip a couple. But then again, maybe I won't, because I go to them mainly for my dad. They did play. I didn't do it, but I watched the game. They were playing some dice game that was Game of Thrones, and I don't remember the name of it, but I mean, everyone was having a great time playing it, so it looks like it was a pretty cool game. I don't know. I don't know if you know the game I'm talking about. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
I don't know. My mom's Christmas party is Sunday after next.
Okay. And you're this like the one at her house?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
And what? I don't know what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow besides my psychiatrist appointment and work.
Well, yeah, I understand that. And I'm sorry, I was going to tell you too. On the way home was a bit of a challenge, because as soon as I hit North Ogden area, there was really heavy fog. And I mean so heavy that I'm in the slow lane and I can barely read the signs as I'm passing them. And so I slowed down to about 40. And thank goodness no one on the freeway decided to be an idiot. Everyone else slowed down to 40. And it actually worked out, in my opinion, pretty well. And then when I got just north of Tremonton, all of a sudden the fog just was gone. And so it took me a lot longer to get home on Sunday. Probably about an extra 30 minutes, but you know what? I'd rather be late than never. So, yeah. And see, Johnson's asked for a grant. I'm not sure if they do it, but I can ask. Talking about the electric port charger thing. I mean, I know. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Think about getting a Cybertruck?
No, that thing is ugly as crap, dude. I've got a real truck. It's in my garage. And actually, I've done that. I've made jokes about stuff like that. When Mrs. Chip is around, when someone goes by playing really loud music, or they burn their tires or whatever, I always say to her, I said, well, did that turn you on? Did that make you want to have sex with them? And she'll say, nope. And I said, well, tell them it didn't work.
Hi, Jelly.
So that's why I'm a little cold on that kind of stuff, because I know a lot of people do it to be cool, but I don't think it really helps. Hey, Jelly, how you doing? Sorry, man. I'm just yapping away. I did go to Costco on Sunday, did some grocery shopping, also Walmart, do some grocery shopping. It's kind of what I do when I go down there, take care of everything all at once. yesterday, let's see what happened yesterday. Yesterday was a pretty good day too. I'm working on the light grays, putting them way back in the cabinets. And I think before too long, I'm going to do another shop update where I'm going to just do a quick video to show everybody what's going on in the shop.
Hey. This joke might be a little inappropriate, but I'm going to tell it. The Cybertruck looks like Laura Croft's titties.
Well, I heard one the other day. See, I live out here in the country, and I this is my first time living out here in the country, you know. But I was talking to one of my neighbors, and he's a good old country boy. And it was only like 17 degrees out. And my neighbor was like, he goes, I don't know if I can even say this without laughing. Sorry. He said that it's colder than a witch's tit in a brass bra. And I'd never heard that one before. Let's see. Honesty's best policy. John saying hello, Jelly Bricks, or Jelly Brick Girl, excuse me. I watched 4 episodes of Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy. Okay, I haven't seen any of those yet, but I've heard of it. And John saying he told Elon on Twitter that the Cybertruck was butt ugly. Mrs. Chips agreeing that those noises are not cool with the cars and it doesn't work. The Cybertruck looks like N64 style or PS2 style. Yeah, it looks like something bad on GTA or something. I need to jump on the video someday and show everyone Rue. Yeah, you're always welcome, John. You just let me know when you want to do that. And oh shoot, well that was stupid of me. Yeah, so just things have been really crazy lately. Crazy good though, getting stuff done. So not complaining about that. And yesterday, I'm trying to remember, I did a bunch of stuff yesterday. I have been working on the light grays, and the light gray I think is my biggest color that I have. So it's going to take a few days. And speaking of a few days, I want to let you guys know that I need to take care of myself better. In that, sometimes I have a hard time saying no, and you know, you would not believe the amount of emails, text messages, and stuff that I get. And that's something that started with doing this channel. And as the channel grows, it doesn't get any better. It actually is getting more and more. So I'm thinking about next week, just for my own mental health, of just taking a few days off next week and not doing anything. No live streams, no responding to social media, just a total blackout for a couple days. I will let you know in advance if I actually do it. But I just wanted to put that out there. That's likely going to happen. Because like I said, you know, it's hard to balance everything.
So how's your granddaughters doing?
You know, the last time I tried to talk to them, my daughter said I just missed them. She put them down for bed. So I have not actually talked to them in a couple weeks now. And that kind of bothers me because I really, well, not kind of, it does bother me because I really like talking to them. I really like talking to my oldest granddaughter. And she cracks me up because she just tells, she don't hold back. She just tells you. She'll be like, yeah, you know, I really like school, but there's this one boy in my class. He's really annoying. And it's just funny to hear her because she's 6 and she doesn't talk like a little baby anymore. She full sentences and everything. So it's, I love her, but I got to be honest, she makes me feel a little old.
My little cousin just turned 2.
And I imagine they're saying words, right?
Barely.
Yeah. I mean, they probably can't. They probably can't speak in sentences, but they can give you an idea of what they're after.
Ever seen Stuart Little before?
Oh yeah.
The little sister.
I don't remember the little sister. What remind me what happens there?
The one about the bird.
No, I just unfortunately about the only thing I remember about Stuart Little was the cats, where he's nothing but a house cat. Scratch him out. I do remember that part.
Her first word is, she said, "Bye bye, birdie."
Oh, honestly, I don't remember that, but that's me. But yeah, I'm gonna probably take a couple days off just to let everything kind of die down and stuff, and hopefully get some of the stuff done, because I'm starting to feel stressed because I start my job in January next month, and I've just got so much to do. And even though I'm not working, it doesn't seem like I'm getting it done fast enough. And I really don't want to start my job with a bunch of things that need to be done. I'm hoping to be able to knock some of these things out. So, yeah. And let's see. Chip, you must watch it because the show is so good. Where can I watch it at? Is it YouTube? Is it one of the streaming services? If so, which one? And I'm sorry, I'm coughing a little bit. I think I'm coming down with a little bit of a cold. That's another reason why I know I'm stressed. I don't get sick very often. And the fact that I'm starting to feel it, I think the stress of everything is just kind of catching up with me. So that's another reason I just want to take some time off, because I don't want to get sick. I don't want to, especially not one that's induced by stress that ends up lasting a lot longer than it should. John says that he thinks that he'll get a haircut on Friday. Well, I probably need a haircut right now, to be honest. So I understand that one, John. What sucks about haircuts is that it takes my haircuts only last a couple weeks, and I gotta get it done again. I'm sure everyone else has the same problem.
Just take a razor, just go like this.
I have done that.
Make it like a Lex Luthor.
But didn't he wear a wig in one of the movies? Because I thought when the lady died, he handed the wig to the family and said that's all they're getting. That was the I don't remember which movie that was, which Batman that was. Oh, speaking of Batman, this came in the mail. So we'll be building this one here. Not like right away or anything, because we're going to do the X-Man Mansion first. And also, I wanted to show you that on Christmas Eve, I'm going to build this one. The Nightmare Before Christmas. So I figured because it's the Nightmare Before Christmas, I figured Christmas Eve is a good time to do that. John says, I shot some new footage of Rue playing with her Burmese mountain dog named Duke. Oh, okay. So she's got a friend, huh? That's awesome.
That set's also a Halloween set too.
What's that? Oh, good for Halloween too? Yeah.
Yep.
Because we'll have Halloween on Christmas, yes. But yes, a couple things coming up, and then we have the X-Men Mansion. I'm trying to remember what else we have. I've got quite a bit going on. We'll just have to see. John says, just say no. And you're right. I need to. And so in class, I asked my friend what his favorite animal was. He said it was a dookie dog. Well, to each his own, right? it's called a mental health day. That's fine. Yeah, I'm thinking of taking a couple days though, just so I can seriously just knock a bunch of things out. So yeah, and I'm really leaning towards doing it because if you know, I'll tell you what, I've been thinking about it lately, and I've been wishing that I had the money to hire a personal assistant to help me with the channel. I don't have the money to hire someone, so I won't be. But if I ever get to the point where they start paying me, which they're not, I'm still not monetized. But if they ever did start paying me, that's one of the first things I want to do is find someone who would want to be a personal assistant, because I could really use the help. Okay, wait a minute. That does not compute. There it goes. But I definitely want to get somebody who, if and when I get an assistant, I want someone who understands Legos. Is that Dusk? Just, oh, well, I'm not repeating that. Same, just been stressing. Life just sucks, but it's what it is. And you're right. You really are right. John says, go on vacation. YouTube and Disney Plus. Okay. Well, I'll try it. I'll try YouTube since it's free.
I've been watching. Huh? Every Sunday I've been watching Dune Prophecy.
Is that like a series?
Yep.
Okay. I haven't kept up with it.
It's on Max though.
Oh, okay. Let me catch up here on comments. On YouTube, you'll find it on Star Wars Kids channel. Okay. And hi, Shauna. Shana. Oh, okay. Come out to Florida. Let's go to Space Coast. John saying me for the personal assistant. Well, John, if you lived here, yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, like, if I were to try to hire a personal assistant, the pool is going to be very small because this town only has 2,299 people. We can't round up. You'd be more willing to help, wouldn't you, John? Yeah. D's nuts. Yeah. I used to say that a lot. Okay. Now we're caught up on comments. All right. So I read ahead a little bit, and I found some good jokes. So let me share one of them. I just broke up with my mathematician girlfriend. She was obsessed with an ex.
Where do you find these jokes?
Well, a variety of places. Sometimes just off the internet. Sometimes friends and family text me jokes because they know I like jokes. So I hear them from a variety of places. And when I used to go to work, everyone in the office knew I liked jokes, so they used to, just hire a kid at minimum wage. I mean, that would work. And yeah, as long as they stay off their dang phone long enough to work. Because that was something that I came across. I came across a video lately, like really recently. And it's by a guy. It's called his channel's called Life After the Layoff, and he's a recruiter for a large corporation, and he talks about the things that he finds. And he was talking about how there was a survey done of almost 1,000 hiring managers, and 1 out of 6, so 16, almost 17%, say they don't like hiring people underneath the age of 25 because of phone use, and also the fact that they feel like they should be promoted within a year or two, and they don't have the experience. And there's many other things, but anyway,
as long as that kid will pay state and federal taxes. So
Yeah. Well, there's actually for small businesses. Now, I'm not sponsored by these people. I want to throw that out there first of all. But because of my accounting days, if you're a small business and you're looking for someone or something that's relatively cheap that will help you keep track of your payroll and tell you what payroll taxes you owe based off of what you pay your employees and all, it takes care of your full payroll services. It's called Gusto. And several of the clients of the last job I had used Gusto, and Gusto was pretty cool. So yeah, but here's another joke. To whoever stole my copy of Microsoft Office, I will find you. You have my word. Oh, the goat Jedi Bob is in Rebuild the Galaxy. I kind of wondered who he was because there's a Starfighter set I saw at Walmart, and one of the characters was Jedi Bob, and I was like, I don't remember this guy, and so I kind of thought it was weird, but okay, that makes sense. So he's an actual character in the thing. Cool. And you guys, Max cracks me up. He's sitting right in front of the heater right now. I mean, like, he can't get any further into the heater. He's right up against it, and I don't know how. It's a space heater. I need to grab the pipes for this. I did go out to the shop today, and I started looking for my Lego sets that I want to use in the comparison for this, and I found a couple of them. I still have a lot to look at, though. And you guys know that I like chickens. I have quite a few. And
especially their baked, fried, or grilled.
Oh, yeah, of course. Reminds me of the joke that a vegan complained that I was eating chickens because chickens have families. And I told him that I had that covered because when I go to KFC, I get the family pack, so no one's left behind. I don't have anything against vegans. It's just a joke. So if you're a vegan and you don't find that funny, you're not surprising anybody. Anyway. All right. I used to run a dating service for chickens, but I was struggling to make hens meet.
So what's for dinner tonight?
Tonight I had chicken Alfredo.
That sounds good.
Oh, I love chicken Alfredo. Of course, I just got through telling you I like chickens. Yeah, I love chicken's probably one of my favorite meats because I like ground beef and all, but I like chicken as well. There's so many different ways to prepare chicken.
That sounds good with some garlic bread.
Oh yeah, and we had garlic bread on Sunday with our dinner. That dinner was lasagna. That's what we had for the birthday dinner.
You felt like Garfield?
Yeah, because Garfield likes lasagna. So I've got a couple more jokes for you. I asked my date to meet me at the gym, but she never showed up. I'm starting to think that the two of us are not going to work out. And John says he just bought $50 of ground beef. I hope you froze some of that, unless you're going to be chowing down on that all the time. I like it around here because the locals around here, though, like my neighbors, sometimes they'll slaughter one of their cows, and when they do, it's just two of them, and it gives them so much meat that they'll oftentimes ask me if I want to buy some off of them. And I prefer it because I know how my neighbors treat their cows, and I know they take care of them. So I'm more than willing to buy some off of them. Living out here in the country has been a whole new experience for me because I'm a city boy.
You're used to living in San Francisco?
Well, I lived in the San Jose area, which is just a little south of San Francisco. But yeah, in the same area, basically.
The Silicon Valley?
Definitely. Yeah, Google's got a lot of office buildings in Sunnyvale, the city I'm from.
You miss all the in and out over there?
Well, when I left there in '92, there was not an in and out in that area. There is now. But yeah, in and out was still kind of in its infancy then. Okay, I was like wondering how this was going to work. Let me
I'm just doing off some fingernails. It's just a habit of mine.
don't let it get to you, man. Let's see here.
Mr. QBZ.
Yeah, how you doing, QBC? It's good to have you. All right, so we are on bags. We just finished 31, and then they tell me to combine 32 and 33. So this is going pretty well. This is the main deck gun that Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker used. They point at the deck and they blow this thing up. So I'm glad they captured that in this set. I think it's really cool. All right, so let me set this aside and let's grab some of the other pieces here so we can keep going. Well, you guys know I've had trouble with this house, and the other day I found a wooden shoe in the toilet. It was clogged. Oh. Yeah, I forgot the other bag. I thought I was missing pieces. So yeah, tonight we're going to finish this. And I say that because we're only 33 minutes into it. And after this, we only have 3 bags. So I'm just going to stay and finish it. And let's see, today is Tuesday. So probably Thursday, I'm going to do the live stream and we will start the X-Men Mansion. And I always forget to do this, but hey, if you're over on Rumble, please give this a rumble. That's the same as the like button over there. And if you're over here on YouTube, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. And I do appreciate you going along this journey with me, but there is a small admission fee, and that's hitting the like button. So please hit the like button. Hey guys, question: do you consider the first Die Hard movie a Christmas movie? No, I don't. But would I watch it during Christmas? Sure, why not? My favorite. Well, before I tell you, Greg, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Depends.
Okay. Oh, just name one or two.
Can't think of anything right now.
Okay. Well, my absolute favorite Christmas movie is Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase. And in the top three is It's a Wonderful Life, and what was the other one? A Christmas Story with the Red Ryder BB gun. You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Does Batman Returns count as a Christmas movie?
If you want it to, I don't see why not. Oh, it's a big pop culture debate. I didn't realize that. So there's people that are arguing for and against it.
Have you seen Batman Returns?
Which one is that one? Is that the one with
Danny DeVito's Penguin?
Yes, that's an older one. Yes, I have. So what do you think of it?
I think it's a gothic Christmas movie.
A gothic Christmas movie. That's okay.
Tim Burton directed it.
Yeah, Tim Burton, he's an interesting director. I kind of like his stuff because although some of it is dark, it's funny as well. I think he does a good job of bringing some darkness into it without making it too heavy or too crazy. And I also wanted to tell you guys that as soon as I am done with this video tonight, I'm going to make a playlist with all of the live streams in it so that if you missed any of them, they'll be easier to find. And if you just got nothing better to do, or if you're interested, you can just binge watch the whole thing and help me out on this channel. Because my goal is to become monetized. It's not my main goal, but it would be nice to make a living off of doing this stuff because I enjoy this. Don't get me wrong. Whatever job I have, I do my best at, and I will do my best. But truth be told, if I could do something I enjoyed instead, I would much rather have a job where I do something that I enjoy. But my main focus is not the money. My main focus is I want to be different than other channels. And the reason that I want to be different is that, long story short, I'm not saying other creators are bad, and I'm not trying to dump on them. But I've noticed that you can tell which channels where Lego gives them ambassador sponsorship. Their thumbnails look about the same. And if you haven't noticed, whenever they review something, they don't dislike any of the Lego sets. All the Lego sets are just really cool. They're awesome. They're the biggest. They're the brightest. They're this, that, all these positive things, which I don't have a problem with positivity. But what I have a problem with is if it's not cool, it's just not cool. And it's okay to not like a Lego set. However, if you are sponsored by Lego, I don't think you get to say that. And if you do, I think you're looking at having your sponsorship revoked. So I don't feel like their reviews are that genuine because, like I said, I won't call out any channel names, but I'm being honest with you. If you were to search some Lego reviews of the same set and you go across the internet, you'll find that a lot of the thumbnails are very similar, and you'll even find the reviews are extremely similar. It's almost like Lego gives them a script and says, okay, this is what you need to say. Well, I don't want to be that guy. Everything that I do here, I buy it with my own money. And you guys do help me with that by buying off of Bricklink, because that's where I get a lot of my money for these sets. And because no one's sponsoring me, no one has reins and can tell me, hey, you can't say this, or you have to say this, or you can't do this. I can do whatever I want. This is a genuine review, and I don't generally trash on Lego in my reviews. I mean, obviously, because I'm not going to buy something that I don't like. So a lot of times the sets that I buy with my own money are the ones that I like before I even get them. But sometimes I'm surprised, and they're not as great as I thought they were going to be. And so my review will be partially negative because, well, I mean, I spent money on it, my own money, and it's not that great. So that's why I like doing my reviews the way I do them, and I hope you guys enjoy them too. And in fact, I know you guys do, because I get comments and people say, hey, thanks for the honest review. Really appreciate it. You helped me figure out whether I really want to buy this set or not. And I always like that. I'm going to have to turn off my phone. It sounds like it's just going to keep going off here. So sorry about that. Let me take care of that. Boy.
Oh, by the way, yesterday I got my Bible and Bible case engraved.
Well, that's cool, man. I hope I told you that I did something like that too before. I've got a Bible with my name engraved or embossed, or what they call that, on the front with my full name.
I sent the picture to you.
Okay. Well, I'll take a look here in a second. I just want to finish this step here. There we go. Let's take a look. Yep, in gold. Mine's in silver. My name.
My
Cool.
Bible case is in silver.
No, my name was in silver on the bottom. Yours is gold. I was just noticing that mine is silver instead. But yeah, I had that done. Oh man, how many years ago was that? I still have it. It's funny, when Spencer was living with me, he borrowed it a few times to read out of it, which I didn't mind. I mean,
And my Bible case is in silver.
okay. Oh, I see it. Cool. Oh, well, I think it's time for another joke. This morning, Siri said, "Don't call me Shirley." And then I realized I accidentally left my phone in airplane mode. What made me want this set? Mainly because I have already collected the majority of the Ultimate Collector series. There's some I haven't, but the majority of them I have. And I have the original one that came out in the 2000s. And, it's much smaller. It's not as detailed. And that's kind of the thing that's not kind of thing. That is what I like about these Ultimate Collector series ones, is that Lego, for the most part, doesn't hold back. They make them bigger, more detailed, and more minifigures. And I'm not one who collects just for the minifigures. However, I do like it when they include more minifigures that are related to the story. And so I already have a Gamorrean guard, but I think I only have maybe 2 in my whole collection. And this one came with a Gamorrean guard. He's the little piggy dude right here. So I like that. I also like some of these characters that were not so big, but they were in the movie, and they were on the sail barge. So I like that. And then I think this is only the second time he's out. He's in the band. So it's things like that. It's everything combined that makes me want to get it. And by the way, I would be interested to know if you have this set and if you plan on getting it. If you don't, so let's see. John says, I don't watch dishonest channels like that. Well, I don't know. I don't want to go so far as to call them dishonest. I honestly, I believe in the goodness of people. I don't believe that most people are inherently bad. And honestly, I think if you were to talk to them, I would think that they're enjoying what they're doing and they don't believe there's anything wrong with what they're doing. And so I don't know. I don't want to go so far as to say that about them, that they're dishonest, but I would say the word maybe fake, because it is funny. Again, I don't want to call out anybody, so I'm not going to use names. And in fact, I won't even tell you which one, but it was a Star Wars set that was being reviewed, and it was one of the Ultimate Collector series. And that's when I first noticed this. I watched 4 different channels, and I know that they are sponsored by Lego because the fact that they got the sets early, about 3 weeks before it was released. And it was funny because I looked at their thumbnails and they looked exactly the same. I mean, like there's small variances, but they were basically the same thumbnail. And each one of them were so excited to tell you about it. And the word awesome, because everything's awesome, was used many times. I noticed a lot of little things like that. And so I started watching it more closely on the next couple of reviews of sets, and they all have that in common. They get it earlier than they release, and they all pretty much say the same things. And I don't think about the only worst negative. See, I almost gave it away, the set. So again, I'm not trying to call anybody out, so I'm trying to be careful here. One of them, he didn't say anything bad about the Star Wars set, but he did say, I wished it would have came with a certain minifigure because he was relevant to the story in Star Wars. And that's all he said. That's the only negative thing. And so they really don't say anything negative. It's very watered down. And I'm not saying trash Lego. I'm just saying be honest with your feelings, though. If you don't like something because you feel that they left it out and they should have included it, I don't see the harm in saying that. But you don't want to bite the hand that feeds you either. So I think that's the problem, is because Lego is the hand that's feeding them. It makes it difficult to be critical of anything like the price point or maybe the color scheme or let's see. Looks nice, Greg. That's Miss Chip. And Wright says, I've been collecting the Ultimate Collector Series sets since around 2013. Yep. Although I tend to stick to the $200 ones, made an exception to the Falcon and Razor Crest, so I really have to think about the higher cost. I do like everything about the Barge. Just anything into 500 and above, I really start to think about if I want it.
The AT-ATs are worthy pickup.
The AT-AT is perhaps one of my favorite of the Ultimate Collector series. I love it. The detail is so awesome. And I think when I did my review, I brought out what I call my Star Wars Bible. It's a cross section of the ships, and I have the one that has the AT-AT cross section. And I don't remember the exact number of troops. I think it was 40.
40.
And 4-speeder bikes, right?
4.
Yeah. That's what the cross section book says that it's supposed to, the capabilities. And to my delight, that particular set, the Ultimate Collector series, matches that exactly. It can fit 40 troops. It can fit 4 speeder bikes. And by the way, I bought enough battle packs to fill it all up.
Same with me.
Oh,
Same
you
with
did?
me.
I mean, it's cool, right? I mean, so I do like the Ultimate Collector series because of things like that. They tend to be more accurate. Now, that one was dead on. Some of them are not dead on, and I know that.
The only slight inaccuracy is the thickness of the legs for stability.
Yeah, I'm okay with that, though. I mean, that's just a practical thing they have to do.
And no neck tunnel for stability purposes.
Yeah. Yeah, but again, I'm okay with that too because that one makes sense why. It's not because they were trying to be cheap on the pieces. It was just because, I mean, can you imagine buying it if it wasn't stable? I mean, we'd be upset about that, right? So, there were certain compromises they had to make, and I don't think those are too big of compromises to overcome. And got another joke for you guys, and that is, it's easy to convince ladies not to eat Tide Pods, but it's harder to deter gents.
Hey, Mayo.
Hey, Mayo, how you doing? Well, all right, here's a dumb joke for you guys that I want to tell you guys. Okay, the difference between a numerator and a denominator is a short line. The only problem is only a fraction of people understand that. Yes, I love my dumb jokes. And it looks like Lego shorted me one tile. But that's okay. I've got out in the shop, I've got a whole drawer of them. So I'll go out there after the thing and get it. It's one of these 1x2 light grays that goes right there. And no, it's just not on the table. The bags are on the floor. They're all empty. So yes, for once I got shorted a piece, but that is one thing I do like about Lego. Being shorted pieces is really not that common. Okay, so I need this guy here. Well, it says 14 inches. Is this 14 inches?
Imagine being shorted out a bag.
I have been shorted a bag in a way. There's been a couple times where I've purchased a set and like they'll have 2 bag number 9s, but they'll skip bag number 10 altogether. That has happened a few times. Not, I think only maybe 2 or 3 times.
You have to go out and buy another set.
No, one time I did because when I did the loop roller coaster, I was supposed to do my live stream and that night, and I was maybe about 10 minutes before the stream, I started unpackaging the bags and spreading them out like I normally do, and I noticed I was missing that, and so I canceled that live stream and I did go to the Lego store and grab another one, but that also means that I have more than one copy of it because I went to Lego and I said, hey, you guys messed up. And Lego was really cool about it. I mean, they didn't give me any trouble. They just, oh boy.
Or they put the wrong bags in the set.
I never had that one happen, but I have read online where other people have had that experience.
Imagine that happened to you.
I would be upset. I mean, Lego's really good about it, though. I mean, if you call them and you tell them, they will send you out the correct pieces. It's just it takes a couple weeks because it comes from one of their warehouses, usually the one in Denmark for missing parts. So that's frustrating. But oh, shoot, I didn't pay attention. All of this goes onto the sail barge. Let me move that. Okay. Oh, this thing's getting heavy.
Just like that. Just how much fiber did I consume?
All right. Oh, so these things kind of slide in there. Cool. So there's these little rubber pieces here, the Technic ones, and it lines up just right. The pins fit in there. So that's cool. And then they have these little notches here that, nachos. No, excuse me. They have little notches that go in there. So let me throw that in there if it'll fit. Okay, there we go. And then now I built one of the guns. Need to build another one. So it goes right here. Oh, we were just talking about some of the channels that are Lego ambassador sponsored and how their reviews don't seem genuine.
I only watch a few channels though. A few ambassador review channels though.
Yeah. And that's why I was saying I prefer how I do it because I'm not sponsored by Lego. And to be honest with you, I really don't want to be sponsored by Lego because some of the stuff that I like to build, they wouldn't be okay with.
Like Tiago.
What's that?
Like Tiago, Solid Brick Studios.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to call anybody out, but I have watched Brick Studios before. I do. He was the one that did the Mandalorian courtyard thing. That was several. It was several builds. And didn't he also do the Wookiee home planet Kashyyyk? I think he was the one that did that. So no, I do like his stuff. And I like the fact that he does independent builds because, again, I'm not trying to call out any particular channel because I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But I will say that there are certain channels that's all they do is they review Lego sets and they're sponsored by Lego. So I kind of really don't like them. But Brick Studios is one of those that I do like because in addition to reviewing Lego sets, he does his own builds, and I like his custom builds. I think they're really cool. I mean, Kashyyyk was looking really cool, and then when he did the Mandalorian like courtyard, I don't remember what he called it. I watched that one, and I couldn't wait. Every single week when he would put out one, I was like, oh man, I gotta watch it. And whenever he got busy and couldn't do an update that week, I got to admit, I was a little bummed. So,
Tiago's a good one.
Which one?
Tiago Catarino.
Don't know that one.
He's out of Portugal.
Okay. There's what is his name? Is it Mando Productions? He's in Utah. Or is it Mand Productions? MAND. He's out of Utah, and I actually met him once when I was at a Lego store on New Year's Eve, waiting for a set to drop. And we talked for a little bit. And what's really funny is I've actually had people come up to me and say, oh, hey, we met at this show. Do you remember? And I'm like, no. So I kind of wonder if that's the same way for Mand Productions. If I ever talked to him, he'd be like,
Oh,
"No, I don't remember you."
also Racing Brick too.
I don't know that one.
He's out of Hungary,
Oh,
and his buddy Surreal.
okay. I have right 017. Tiago is an ex Lego designer. I've seen Lego has recommended his channel to me, like, in my thumbnails, but I honestly have never clicked on it. But I have heard of him. Maybe now I will click on him because if he's a ex Lego designer, I imagine his stuff's going to be pretty dang cool. What I do is watch some land channels for their videos that aren't reviews. I only watch land reviews from Tiago and Alex Nunes. So I like I said, I've heard of Tiago, but I haven't heard of Alex Nunes. I'll have
He's out of Utah.
Oh, he is. See, now you guys are getting me interested. I'll have to. I will take a look. I'm going to rewatch the chat here and watch those.
There's TJ Bricks out of Utah. I'm going to look up his channel real quick. Yep, TJ Bricks. TJ Bricky.
Okay. That does not ring a bell either. Thanks, John. John says, "Hey, folks, you can like, subscribe, and share." I always appreciate that.
Bricksy's tolerable.
Well, I don't want to trash them. I don't like them, but that's just my personal opinion. You can like whoever you want.
I watched Jane too.
Oh, yeah. I'm not trying to make fun of him. I like Jang as well. I think with his sideburns, he kind of looks like Wolverine sometimes. But I love his city layout. And I wasn't making fun of him. That's just how I remember him. I associate him with that. But no, actually, I like his he's got a really good voice for being on video. And also his builds. I love his city with the train and everything. He's one of the cooler ones. Really like him. If I remember right, he's in the. I think he's the one that's. No, it's A-Full TV. It's in California. And A-Full TV I like too. He does his own custom builds as well. And he's got that city thing going on. And I love the quality of his videos. He's into production for his real job or his day job, or what do you want to call it. And so he does really quality videos as well. I wish I had his knowledge, to be honest. All right, so we've gotten the two little flaps here. There's one on the other side. Let's see what we're doing next. Next, it looks like we're building the supports for the actual sails from themselves. So let me, so this is bag 35 we're on, and there's only one more bag after this. Sorry about that. I know it's really loud.
I watch a streamer named Adshot. He does Lego streams.
Okay. Honestly, haven't heard of him. So, quick question for you, and this is not related to anybody or anything. It's just one of these jokes that I've got pulled up here. If a pig loses its voice, does it become disgruntled?
Oh no.
All right. So I don't want to get too political, but I will say that I'm very disappointed with some of the current events. I'm disappointed about this CEO, United Healthcare, being killed, and part of the reason I'm just disappointed with it is I've seen a lot of hateful comments online about how, oh, he was a slime ball, he deserved it, or whatever, all these excuses, and about why it's okay. And I don't know the guy. I do understand the sentiment that a lot of people don't like healthcare and healthcare insurance companies and their decisions and how frustrating it is to deal with them. Believe me, I know. I used to process claims for the hospital when I first worked there, and I dealt with denials, where they denied a claim for the stupidest of reasons. And so I do understand the frustrations, and I've seen it firsthand. However, a human life is a human life. And I just don't think it's okay to start making excuses on why it's okay that one person should live and another one shouldn't. And so that's what I'm disappointed at, is that there's not enough people speaking out that, hey, he was still a person. For all we know, he was a father, a brother, a son. There are people that care about him. And yeah.
He got killed by a leftist.
I've heard that, and I guess whether that's true or not, my main concern is just I don't want people to feel it's okay to dehumanize somebody because of X, Y, and Z. It's just in my opinion, it's not okay. He was still human, and he's and I've heard some people say, well, he was being investigated by the Securities and Exchange Commission because he was doing insider trading, so he didn't deserve to live. No, he did deserve to live. He deserved to go to jail too, though, if he was really doing it. Now, I don't know. I don't know if these rumors are true, and I don't know. And he certainly wasn't convicted of it because he didn't live long enough to stand trial. But we have a way in our society of dealing with it. And John, you're right. That's what I mean. It's all about the civility is gone. That's exactly what I'm saying. And I am also the kind of person that, it's slightly different, but if I don't like somebody, the world's big enough for the both of us. And I can just avoid that person or just not deal with them if that's what it takes to get through it. I don't feel that devaluing somebody's life to the point where people are cheering that they're gone is a healthy thing for any society. So anyway, I'll get off my soapbox there. Just wish more people would remember that he was a human being. And I didn't even know the guy, so I'm not trying to stand up for him in particular. And I'm not trying to say that he's, I'm not trying to say he didn't do anything wrong because I don't know what he did. But to the point that where I see people online cheering that he's gone, I think that's messed up.
He knew how John Lennon felt.
Well, that was pretty messed up too, but I think most people were sad when John Lennon passed away. So anyway, my point is, let's just be good to each other, and let's not forget that everyone's still human.
You remember that day?
I don't. I don't. And let's see. I was going to say something in response, but I won't. Well, as long as it's civil, John, I'm okay with it. I just don't want it to. I just don't want any conversation to degrade to the point where, we're calling names and, I don't want things to get nasty. Okay, let's see. And,
I have a dark sense of humor.
oh, I tend to too. And to what John said, he said, unfortunately, that's like during the attempted assassination attempt, people were cruel, and I agree with that too because I'm not a Donald Trump fan. I don't hate him, but I just don't feel that violence or trying to take somebody off the face of the earth is the right thing to do. If you don't like them, you just don't vote for them. All right, so now we need to put the sails on. So I'm sorry if my comments bother somebody. I apologize. I just wanted to state my opinion in that I feel that we need to be nicer to each other and that we don't need to turn into a bunch of barbarians. Sometimes I feel like we're headed that direction because people can make excuses about how certain people shouldn't live because their thoughts or how they feel about things. And I don't feel that way.
Remember, one Charleston Heston equals lots of monkeys. Get it?
No, I don't.
Charleston Heston equals monkeys.
I do remember who he is. Yes.
He plays in the Planet of the Apes.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, that makes sense now. All right, so I think all we got left is the plaque on this thing.
You going to do a review after that? This?
I am, but it's going to take me a few days because I'm going to find my copy of the first sail barge, and I want to compare them side by side. So I was looking for it today, and I went through maybe about 10 totes. I have 45. The problem is that stinking shop is so cold right now with I was only in there maybe 30 minutes, but I left there and I was extremely cold. So yes, I need to look for it and put it together so I can do the review. And John, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to remain as neutral. I want to get my point across, but I'm trying to remain neutral as well. Okay, well, we are definitely in the home stretch here. And we're not that far over. I mean, a live stream can be as long as I want it to be, but I usually go about an hour. And we are sitting at an hour and 15 minutes, but we are almost done here.
Just one more minifigure stand and you'll be good to go.
Yeah. I guess that's the other reason I like these Ultimate Collector series is not all the time, but a lot of times they come with unique characters that only come with the Ultimate Collector series one. And anyway, I like this, and like you said, this is like a minifigure stand. I think that's pretty cool.
The big ones for Jabba
Jabba the Butt.
or Pizza the Hut.
That's right. Yeah. That was Spaceballs, right?
Oh. And his Tin Man sidekick.
Yeah. And wasn't Yoda yogurt?
Yep.
Yeah.
But all they want is the fresh air.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. Jabba's inside the sail barge, so I'm not going to take him out, but I'm going to put the rest of the characters here. So
All they want is the fresh air. The trees, the air.
oh, I just knocked that off. Okay. All right. So we are done here. Let's do a quick overview of this. Jabba the Hutt sitting inside. I don't want to pull him out, but he goes here. And then we've got the other minifigure stand that has all the minifigures to the set. And it looks like there are 9 here plus Jabba, so that's 10 minifigures in this thing.
And his little monkey pet.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah, I don't want to get you in trouble with the YouTube police. Appreciate that, John. And yes, the YouTube police are out in full force. Let's set this aside. I do like this little plaque. I always like these plaques with the Ultimate Collector series. It gives you a little bit of information about this thing. And on this one, the information is the manufacturer. Do not ask me to try to pronounce that. It's a modified LO-KD57, whatever that means. The length is 30 meters, about 100 feet. Really, is that all it is? Huh. Max speed, 100 kph. Affiliation, Hutt Clan. Well, we knew that. Weapons, a GI/9 anti-personal blaster cannons, and an ME7 heavy custom-mounted double laser cannon. And the owner is Jabba. Well, I think we all knew that. All right. And this piece right here celebrates 25 years of Star Wars Legos. And here is the sail barge, the whole entire thing. It's got all the flaps and panels. They all open, which I do like about this thing here. And just like the movie when, well, if I could find it. Oh, it's back here. I'm like looking for it, and it's back here. These little things open up just like the movie does. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of these panels that open on this side and 8 on this side. It does, like I said, have the double blaster cannon that was used to turn it against it to blow it up in the movie. It does not come with a desert skiff. However, they did make that set separately, and I've got it right here. Haven't built it yet with the Sarlacc. Well, they call it the Sarlacc pit, but if you read the books, the Sarlacc is huge, and all you're seeing is its mouth. It's like a mile of worm underneath the ground that slowly digests you over 1,000 years, as they said in the movie. But anyway, I think that was in the Bounty Hunter books that I read that. By the way, I've read most of the Star Wars paperbacks. So anyway, sorry, Mrs. Chip, you're not feeling well. Sleep it off if you can. Sleeping things off is a good way to take care of a lot of problems. Anyway, thanks for joining me tonight. If you would, hit the like button, rumble. And if you want to watch the whole entire thing, if you missed it, there will be a playlist coming out shortly with all 5 of these episodes all in one spot. All right, Greg, thank you very much for being here.
Roz, apple, nipple, pinchy.
All right, well, have a good night, man.
Bye.
All right, bye.